We got a pile of fly swatters based on because of the show. No, we do. You knew that?
No.
Oh yeah. A bunch of the Lincoln Day dinners we went to. At the end of I mean, they all had the same idea. They'd all seen the show. They all gave me fly swatter. But these guys, you can't really wind up. It's in the wrist. That didn't seem like a clear hit, do you think?
No, it wasn't a clear hit.
There's one. I didn't see you guys getting any of them.
One of Mitch. One of Mitch. There are two more.
I know. Well, you know what you know what I was hesitating for? There were two of them almost this close together. I was gonna go for a twofer.
If you get three more, you're an ace.
Oh heck, I Rickenbackered out a long time ago. If you give me credit for the entire conflict. Two.
Is that three?
I don't have a confirmed kill on that one. I mean, they all had the same idea. They'd all seen the show. They all gave me fly swatter. We got like a world-class collection. You know, like green, I got orange, I got an extra brown. We're locked and loaded for the summer hunting season. Yeah, yeah, that one's a work of art there. Okay, one more off the calendar.
You running for mayor, you said?
Governor of the state.
Governor of the state?
Yeah, yeah. Word's spreading slow, I know, but we're getting there, so.
Well, I just moved to Terre Haute.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
From where?
Lafayette, Indiana.
Yeah, well, okay. Julie, nice to see you. Alan, thanks for having us.
And then you can zero in on one down at the street level.
There you go. Now we're getting somewhere, are we?
There's the check.
Okay, so 1933. Yeah.
I-64.
So here are the messages that are coming. You'll click on like a loaded message, or he can ask for directions, and they'll come through and then he'll get directions.
This is from a trucker or from a customer? This is from a trucker. I saw.
It's actually down in Mount Vernon, Indiana.
This little red X. That's what you are.
That's a customer. We have a keyboard in the truck, so when they're sending it, so we're transmitting between a satellite. We're doing a satellite. We're not using cellular. And we do a location device right now, but we are using, before they released GPS, we were using his cross coordinate so that we could cross coordinate where the truck is, and then the communication goes up. And then we should be able to go too, if you went and did this, you'd be able to put a track on him. You could go back and see where the little dots would be, is to see where he actually went or came from.
Are there businesses that are not nearly so efficient as this one, that the same sort of logistics could be applied to? There must be, because this is pretty near perfect.
Yeah, there are lots of things like that.
Yeah.
There are lots of things like this, and there are people out there that profess to have technology, but when they let the technology take the place of people, they end up throwing it away.
All right.
So they missed being able to continue on to go and create all those efficiencies.
I don't want any business intelligence here, but have you looked at, or at some stage might you try to expand into another business where the same practices and technology would?
Right now, opening up. I owned part interest in a software company in North Carolina, and we're bringing that technology right now, and we're going to open the headquarters for the new operation in Indianapolis.
I was going to ask about it. It's something like software.
Yes.
Pretty much the same retail chain, pretty much the same.
It's going to be this software right here.
Yeah.
Because it was occupied by Pillsbury, even though it had been vacant for 2 years. I
can't imagine what you found.
It was clean.
Oh, had to be.
See, because of the food, even though the parts of this building were built in the 1940s.
Well, I'm good. Am I going to get in the way of work if I come over and say hi?
I can talk and work.
Show me how.
No, you ain't doing well. You're doing it right.
What's your name? What's your name?
The cameraman. Hi, I'm Rochelle Rollins.
Rochelle? What was I doing wrong? What was I doing wrong?
No, I wasn't talking about you doing it. You're doing it right.
Oh, maybe Donna was doing it wrong. Goes in here, right?
Yeah. There you go.
It is harder than it looks.
Your hands aren't rough enough.
It does. It is harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Well,
you running to be governor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got my vote.
I never tried this before, but
you never tried it before?
I never ran for anything before.
Maybe you can make some changes.
That's the plan. That's the idea. I'm Mitch Danny.
Jeff.
Jeff, how are you, Jeff?
You see this movie? It's a pretty good movie.
I don't see very many movies. I know my daughters have seen it like 30 times, and I believe I've seen pieces of it. You look supervisory. Are you?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Is that right? I'm sorry, I missed you. I'm Mitch Daniels.
I'm Beth.
Beth, hello, Beth. How are you guys?
How you doing?
I'm good. Mitch Daniels, my name.
Tim Smith.
Tim, how are you?
Steve.
Steve, good to see you, Steve. You know, you guys are going to have to pump a little bit to beat that table down there. Those ladies are flying down there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The guys over there said they'd had a lot. These ladies had a lot more practice, so I don't know.
Well, you got my vote.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I really hope that everything works out.
Well, you're nice to say. I appreciate it. We're going to work hard, and
Yeah.
you know, we'll let the people decide. But I like our chances.
Well, it's nice getting to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Tell my mom I got to meet you too when you came to the plant.
Well, maybe we'll meet your mom sometime. We're out there looking for people all the time.
Okay.
I appreciate your comments. I do.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
Mitch Daniels.
Oh, glad to meet you. I'm Carolyn Zarcone.
Hi, Carol. Zarcone.
Zarcone. It's
Zarcone.
Italian.
Irish, huh? Oh.
No, Italian.
No, I know.
It's Italian.
Did you meet John?
No, I didn't.
John Andrews?
Hi, John. Mitch
John
Daniels.
came with the building.
Is that right? Yeah, I am.
Mitch Daniels?
Yeah, I am.
Congratulations.
I haven't done anything yet.
Hey, you're governor, aren't you?
Well,
You will
no.
be.
Well, there's a
we
chance.
all know you're going to win.
Well, there's a chance.
Well, that looks like a good chance
We're
to me.
gonna have to earn it.
Oh, he did. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, John. This is very impressive what you're doing here. What's your name, sir? David. Hello.
Well, my man Mitch got my vote. He got my vote. He got my vote.
Donna. No. I enjoyed meeting
You
y'all.
remember my name, too, didn't you?
Yes, I remembered your name.
Yeah. He got my vote.
Well, we're trying to earn
You
it.
make it into the office, right?
I promise not to forget.
Promise you
I
won't?
can't promise miracles, but I promise not to forget.
Okay. That's what I like, a man to stick to his word now.
As far as we have fallen economically, as many jobs and as much income as we have lost in this state, it won't be any one thing, but it has to start with small business. I would offer small business incentives to grow and invest. That's where most of the jobs come from in our state. We got to clean up state government, make it a partner and not a problem for businesses that are trying to grow. We got to speed up the rate of permitting. State government should start spending our tax dollars inside the state of Indiana. They've been letting 40 cents of every dollar hire people out of state because no one's minding the store. All these things and more, but you know, I am very positive about it. Even for places that have been hit hard, like Terre Haute and the surrounding area, we've got tremendous assets in this state if we maybe have some folks who know a little about business and work on it hard.
Can all these
Back in Rockville.
can all these little towns be saved, or is part of the?
I don't promise anybody miracles, and I'm under no illusions that it'll be easy or that there's an answer for each and every place, but I believe that we can do a lot better than we're doing. And you heard me talking with Andy earlier. It may well be that in this economy, most of the jobs or the income producing activity is going to happen closer to a larger community. But I think the quality of life in our small towns, I think there's some niche opportunities. I think if we rebuild agriculture the way we can, you can put more money back in the, you know, place like this one we're going to right now. Wait, you're escaping.
Huh?
I said you're escaping.
We're running away from
Oh,
you.
don't do that. I want to say hi. I'm Mitch Daniels.
I know,
What's
Mitch,
your
seen
name?
you on TV.
Yeah, well.
I live in Terre Haute.
Oh, do you? We just came from there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, spent the whole morning over there. What's everybody's name?
Oh.
What's
This
your
is
name?
Kyle
Kyle?
Callahan.
How you doing there, Kyle?
Hi, I'm Kathy, but I live in New York.
In New York?
Yeah.
New York? I
New
never would have guessed it. I never would have guessed it. Well, you know what? Don't apologize, Kathy. Well, I'll just tell you what I tell everybody that I meet from out of state. Spend a little extra money while you're here, you know.
Well, I have. What takes
It's good. Are you good?
Oh,
Our economy, you know, can use it here.
Mr. Daniel?
How are you? What's your name, sir?
I'm John Rice, sir.
John, good seeing you.
You're going to help us out here, right?
That's the plan. That's the hope. The intention.
I don't know if you can bring any more jobs to Indiana, but if you can keep some from getting away, that's going to be a help.
Yeah, we need to do a little both. We need to do a lot of both.
We need the help.
It's getting pretty bad around here
Yeah, well, I know.
in this area.
Let me guess. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. How are y'all?
Is it Mitch Daniels?
Yes, in fact.
Okay, I thought I recognized you.
Yeah. You're Kimberly, right?
You just tell him that.
Am I right? I don't know. You just look like a Kimberly.
Looks like a big city girl, doesn't she?
Huh?
Big city girl.
Just a guess. Was that right? Huh? That and the fact that it's written on top of your laptop.
Now you bought lunch for everybody in the place. That's what it is.
I'm like, evidently my name is somewhere.
Yeah, so who's selling and who's buying here?
I'm selling. That's my boss.
Oh, how's he doing? What are you selling?
Pharmaceuticals.
I thought it might be. I've seen. I've been.
What gave it away?
Well, the laptop, the way, you know, the fact that you're the manager, you're the district manager. Yeah, you're visiting. What company?
GlaxoSmithKline.
Yeah, I know. See, I was with Lilly forever and ever. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Company?
Well.
So you're driving, where's your RV? Is it parked around here?
Right up front.
Okay.
Right outside.
I've seen your commercials.
Yeah. That's all right.
How are you going to make Indiana better for us?
How much time you got?
Give me a 30-second.
Well, we're going to turn small business loose. We're going to make state government align state government around growth. We're going to get more income in the state, and then we're going to spend the income to balance the state's books and start rebuilding the educational system. And along the line, we're going to reform state government top to bottom, so it's not the dysfunctional wreck it is now. How much time's left? Is that about 25?
That was good.
Yeah? Good. Okay. I'll give you a road map. It's full of more stuff. What's that?
Y'all got a microwave on that bus?
Yeah, sure we do. Let me buy some corn.
Well,
is it good?
You got some corn for the...
Oh, don't give us anything. We want to pay retail. But how good's the melon?
Oh, they're real good and sweet.
You undoubtedly got the ear or the touch for it, you know. How do you tell the best melon?
Well, I go by the green, how much green they are.
Yep.
You know, they got some green on them.
Yep.
You know, they can hold for 2 or 3 days.
Yep. Oh, Mitch Daniels, my name, by the way.
I'm Gary Antrim.
Gary, good to see you. Yeah. I'm out running for governor.
I've seen you on TV or
Yeah. Well, you've probably seen that thing too, haven't you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's how I noticed it.
Yeah, that's me. Yes. I think it's going to happen, particularly now that HSAs have finally been liberated. You may have noticed I'd like to see Indiana lead the nation in adopting those, not only because it would get some people covered who aren't covered now, but because that's how you begin to get some consumerism in healthcare, get some control on costs.
You mind talking a little bit about the issues here? You know, the Kernis people are coming back and saying that your abatement plan is going to cost that $1.2 billion.
Yeah, no, it's going to make money for the state.
Yeah, Bill explained that to me last week. Is there anything you wanted to add?
Well, it's a small business. It's a small business measure, and you know, abatement now is a big business game. It doesn't even work very well for them. I understand there's a horrendous backlog, and small business just can't play. We need to give some breathing space to small business. That's where the jobs come from. And right now, we make it expensive for a small business to invest and grow. I'm just suggesting we'll get more investment and therefore more jobs if we tax investment a little more lightly. The whole point here is to trigger new investment and the new jobs and eventually, and then the new revenue that will come from that.
What first 90 to 180 days of a Daniels administration, what are some of the things that we could expect?
You know what I think most about is the interval between Election Day and Inauguration Day. We will have, well, many, but 3 enormous tasks. One will be converting our ideas to actual legislation that Becky and I will actively promote even before the legislature comes to town, and certainly have waiting when they arrive. The second thing is getting our hands on figures so we understand exactly how bad this budget situation is. You know, everywhere I go, right back there, a young fellow walked in off the street. He works for the local agency that helps disabled people in Park County. They owe him a whole lot of money. He's having trouble operating. So, you know, we don't know how many bills they've got stuffed in the drawers. And it's why I always emphasize that not just about who's governor, we need a new crew of people with some new ideas and new energy and new idealism. And it will not happen unless there's a change at the top.
Look at that, she's got all her buddies there.
See that sign down there? That's where the banner is. That's where the sign was when he started eating them.
You mean where the red and white and blue stuff?
Yes, the sign next to that. That's where it was when he started.
That's a prime location.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a loss. You know, that probably cost us some votes when he chewed that thing.
No, it didn't.
You don't think?
No, I got you more.
Oh, okay.
We have a steer that keeps eating my man Mitch signs. When Mitch Daniels heard about the story, he wanted to come to see the steer, which I have named Mitch, because we didn't have him named until I talked to Mitch on election day. What about the cow?
Oh, she had the yard signs and the cows ate her sign.
That's your sign.
Well, I hope they enjoyed it.
It was, it's green.
Green, that's what we get for making them green. Does this cow got, does the steer got a name?
No, but we'll name it.
Well, I was just thinking
I can name it Mitch.
I'd be honored. I mean, now that I can honestly say, I'm pretty certain I'm right about this. Nobody ever named a cow after me before. You name that cow Mitch, I'm coming out and get my picture taken with him, okay? Yeah?
He takes off, you have to jerk him.
Jerk him left?
Yeah, jerk him around.
Well, come on, big guy, come on. Don't be slow, don't be slow, don't be slow. Come on, come on, come see your public. So everybody got this shot here? My man, Mitch. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you. So glad to have you.
Well, they're closing the books on state government today, June the 30th. We will meet the constitutional requirement of a balanced account, that is, having some money in the general fund, only through the device of sticking hundreds of millions of dollars of unpaid bills in the drawer. Don't you wish you could? We're going to bring the most activist, ambitious agenda that has come to the General Assembly in a long time. And we will do the same thing inside the executive branch of government, which is, in my judgment, due for a real house cleaning. When they got caught outsourcing the computer contract to India, they finally pulled back and have canceled it, and they spent $1 million of taxpayers' money to do it. Now, as far as I know, that was a kind of an unusual situation. As far as I know, not a lot of stuff has been outsourced by our state government overseas, but a ton of it has been outsourced to other states. And that's what got me interested in that subject. Information's hard to come by, but they confess to 40% of the goods and 15+% of the services being bought out of state, and that's what motivated me to say, it's bad business, and starting with state government, we will concentrate the resources. I will make sure that the procurement of state government occurs more often in Indiana than it does now. We want those dollars here. We want the taxes on them paid here. We want the economic spin-off of them to happen here. Now, I'm not for making a dumb business decision, but if we can get it, whatever it is, at the same kind of price and the same kind of quality in Indiana, we will do it.
I think that he's probably going negative in his campaign.
Well, Al, I think they will. They're dying to do it. They've been dying to do it from the beginning. They keep trying to bait me, I guess, what they're doing, into doing it, and I'm not doing it. I said at the state convention, we will show them respect, whether that respect is ever returned or not. But you know, I don't know, maybe if I tell everybody that, what's her name, Jennifer Lopez is homely 1,000 times, maybe she'd start looking different to you. I don't know. But it wouldn't make it any more true.
I drove 60,000 on one car and 10 on another.
I believe
in 1
it.
year.
We've probably been 60.
And never
but,
got out of Indiana.
Yeah, we've probably been 60 because we don't take the RV on every single trip, but you know, all we've kept track of is that. Yeah.
It's amazing how long the state is. You go corner to corner.
Well, it's 278. I can tell you exactly how long it is. Bye, everybody. Bye, Katie. We'll see y'all soon.
I'm Paula Overman.
Mitch, Paula, nice to see you.
It's nice to see
Bob
you.
Overman. Hi, Bob. Good seeing you.
Our son, Tom.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Are you an Overman?
No.
Oh, meet the Overmans. You'll like them a lot. What's your name?
Library.
You do?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I have to tell you thank you because my 25-year-old daughter, I have been beating into her, please go vote.
Yeah.
She says, Mom, I don't know enough about the candidates. And I said, you got to do it anyway. You are the reason besides me harping, that got her to vote in the primary.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's good. You know, I lived a year up here in Fayette.
Oh, you did?
Back when I was younger. Oh, yeah. I did. In fact, I haven't been there in a long, long time, and I thought maybe we'd run up there and.
Wow.
It was just
it hasn't grown. No, it hasn't.
Well, I wasn't in. I was on a farm not far from there, and just in a, in a small manufactured housing unit with a roommate. But it might still be there. Okay, slow down. Let's just. Hard telling. That could have been the Casa de Bob and Mitch. Let's just go up here and see, though. If that happened to be it, they would have filled in the pond. Yeah, actually, that was the county line, wasn't it? We were in Boone County, so it was north of here.
Is this it?
Yeah. Right there. Yeah, Loomis will like that. Want me to take it? Pretty sure this road wasn't paved. I think it was gravel, because yeah, this did come spread tar. Bob had like a 69 69 Le Mans, and you clear back behind.
That little schoolhouse.
He had a 69 Le Mans that he had rigged up. I mean, when it snowed out here, it was unbelievable. And he had snow tires plus chains plus like 250 pounds of saccharine in the back of this thing. It would go through anything. And it had a cracked block, and it made a whistle. We called it the Whistling Ghost. And I remember a couple of snows out here where I wasn't going in. I mean, there's no way I could get my car through it. And the only thing you could hear was this. It was Loomis mushing through the drifts. I got a lot to remember from today. I can't wait to tell Loomis. I'm in Fayette, Indiana. Our house is still there, and it still looks pretty much the same. You wouldn't believe how the... How long till the first race starts?
They're getting ready to start up the first street race.
Right there. Did I get it? Did I get it? What do you think it was?
Row number 1 on the inside.
Yeah, you got a favorite in this race? Yeah, I like that. How you doing?
Okay.
What's your name?
Howard Sutton from Manchester.
Hey, Mr. Sutton. Thank you, sir. Tell your friends and neighbors. ¿Por cuántos años está en los Estados? 30 años. Ah. Eres americano, norteamericano.
Soy americano, americano hace como 3 años.
Very nice to see you.
So do you watch these?
Yeah, huh?
They're going to keep these jobs in Indiana.
We're going to do all we can. We got to get some more here, too.
Yeah.
Actually, what we need is not just jobs, we need jobs that pay more.
I think it's nice of you traveling all over the state.
We're having a great time.
Good.
I've been in town. This week alone, I've been in 10 towns nobody's been doing. I'm serious. I've been to places like Wingate and Friendship. You know where Friendship is? You know,
That's great.
we're having a really, I mean, we go to the inner cities too, but it's really been a lot of fun, and you can imagine what I'm learning. Motor racing is every bit as Hoosier as basketball. We have the 3 biggest events in the world, all in our state. We have more tracks like this than almost any state, and we've got a good base to build on. So I'm here for the fun, but also there's a serious purpose here. You know what? We're going to have a serious storm.
Racing has been concluded here at Gas City. It's an official rain out.
Thank you. Good to see you. All right, we'll be back.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony, how are you? Good seeing you.
I'm happy to see somebody like you out enjoying a local track like this.
I love racing. We're gonna go to a bunch of them. You know, I'll tell you, Anthony. The other thing I was telling a fellow up here, it's not just the fun of it. It is that, but I really believe we could do a lot more in motorsports than we're doing.
Oh,
I think we'd have a lot more business in the state. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go after some NASCAR teams There's a lot of businesses, a lot of money comes with it. And,
oh, yeah.
So I got a serious purpose, too. I'm spending a lot of time with folks in racing.
Yeah, I help with Sprint Car back here, and that's a big part of the thing, getting the sponsorships to help.
Absolutely.
Help foot the bill some.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You live right around here?
Yeah, about 15 miles.
You working guy? You in school? What do you do?
Just graduated high school, getting ready to go to University of Southern Indiana.
Good for you. What are you going to study?
Hotel management.
Excellent. Very good. That's a good school, getting better all the time.
Yep.
And I just want to know what you thought about what we're going to do about our schools.
Well,
My brother's a school teacher. Their school's 3 payments behind.
Yes, I know. The state, owes the schools, owes local government. They can't pay their bills on time. Well,
I have to pay mine on time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I always ask people. I say, don't you wish you could do business like that? Just put them in the drawer. No, you're right. And the serious point is, Ruth, I mean, I always say if I should get hired for this job, we're going to have to do some very difficult and probably unpopular things for a while till we get the boat balanced, but we have to do that.
Children are our future.
No, of course. And, I think maybe there's a few other things we can do. We got to be careful we don't spend too much on buildings, not enough on teachers and kids. We got to be careful that, that the administrative part of schools isn't taking up too much money. Well, I appreciate your coming up. Now, who is it that teaches your...
My brother's a school teacher in Northern Indiana, and my father taught for 35 years.
Well, you tell them both thanks for teaching. No, really.
It's a hard job.
It's the most important job.
Would it be more feasible to try to teach the Spanish people English instead of everything going Spanish?
Absolutely. I say there's a 3-part contract, very simple. You got to be willing to obey the law, be a good citizen. You got to be willing to work hard and learn English.
That's right.
Or at least make sure your kids do.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you something. 99% of all the Latino folks I meet with and talk to in this state want to learn English. They definitely want their kids to learn. They understand.
If they're going to be here, they need to learn English.
They understand if they want. They're here because they want to get ahead. If they want to get ahead, this is important. So yes, I think so, and I think most of our new Americans think so too.
Can I get your autograph?
Really? I'd be happy to. I'm getting better and better at this. There's a certain art to writing on a shirt, Are you 10? Huh? You know how I can guess that? Because I got 4 girls, and you just know after you've had 4 girls, you just kind of know. So you're going to be in 4th grade or 5th grade? In 4th? How'd you do in 3rd? Well? Did you do well? Yeah? You can study hard, 4th grade will be harder. Huh? You ready? All right.
Hi, I'm Leslie Kelly, and I'll vote for you.